Hello and welcome back to Frappe ERP Next course. In this video, we will see how to add different DocField property to DocType fields. Let's start learning. Let's open web application and go to build, then open DocType. Here I am creating a new DocType. Name is property doc module programming module. Then let's add three fields: first name, then middle name, then last name. Save the DocType. Now we create property doc with three fields: first name, middle name and last name. Let's go to property DocType list and add a property doc. First name Rani, then middle name K, then last name Shaju. Then save the document. And now we successfully saved our first property document. If you go to the list, you can see our document here. Now let's add different property to each fields. Let's go to property doc. We can edit this first name field property by click on this edit. And now we can see different properties available for that field. First property is label. We already set up the label, and data type is data. Then field name is first name. Next, I am giving a mandatory property to this field. That means this field is mandatory in that form, and we cannot save the property doc form without giving any value to this field. We can add mandatory property by checking this box mandatory. Then save the document and go to property doc list. Add a property document. Now we can see the first name field is in a red border, so that means this field is mandatory, and if we save the document without giving any name here, it will show error. That means mandatory field required in property document first name. So we can't save this document without giving any value to this field. Let's add a value. Then save the document. Now we can save the document. Let's go to property doctype list, and now we can see two documents. If we want to add some field name in this list view, we can add that field name using in list view property. So let's see how to set up in list view property. Go to property doc, then I am opening the middle name. Then check this box in list view, then save the document. Now the middle name will be in list view. So let's see how it is working. Let's go to property doctype list view, then reload this page. And here we can see the middle name K and K. So if you open this document, the middle name is K and it is showing in list view. So this is how in list view property is working. In list view we can see a filter field, so we can add some fields into this filter using in standard filter property. Let's add a in standard filter property to this property document. I am opening last name field, then here we can check this in standard filter, then save the document. Go to property document list view, reload the page. And now we added last name field into this filter. Let's add some values in this filter. I am adding Anil, then enter. So it will list all the document with last name Anil. Now here we can see only one document is available and the last name is Anil. This is how we can add filter fields in property list. Let's go to property doc and let's open middle name. Another important property is default, and we can add default values to different fields using this property. So here I am adding a default value HHH to this middle name, and let's see how it is working. Go to property document, then reload the page, add a new property document. Here we can see the middle name field is automatically filled with the default value. This is HHHH. We can also hide some fields based on our requirement in property form view. So let's see how to hide a field. So I am opening property document. Let's hide this last name field. Let's open the field, and here you can see a hidden checkbox. Let's click on this hidden and save. Let's go to new property doc and reload the page. Now we can see that last name is hidden and it is not showing in property form view. We can also set up a field read only. That means we can't edit that field. So let's add a field read only. I'm opening property doc and let's open middle name. Then check this box read only. Then save this and go to new property doc. Now we can edit this field and add values. Let's reload the page. After reloading the page, the property is added to this middle name field, and if you click on that field, we can't edit. That means the field is now read only. We can add a property set only once in some fields. That means we can only set up a value to that field at first time. So we can't edit that value after saving this document. So let's see how to add set only property to a field. I'm going to middle name and I'm just unchecking this read only and check this set only once field, add, save this and go to property doc, then reload the page. And now the read only property is gone and we can edit this page. Then save the document. It shows one error because mandatory field is present in this form. Let's add a first name and save this. And now we can edit our first name field, but the middle name is become read only. That means we can only set up this middle name when we create this document. After that, it will become read only. We can also add condition in DocField properties. Let's see how to add different conditions in this DocField. I'm opening property doc, then let's open last name, and our first condition is display depends on. That means we can hide and display this field based on some condition, and we can write that condition here. Here I am giving a condition to display this field, and the condition is whenever a value in first name field, it will show the last name field. So let's add the field name first name here. And I am removing this hidden property. Then let's save this and go to property doc list. Then reload this page. Then add a new property document. Here we can't see the last name field. Let's add a first name here. And now it shows last name. So this is how hide and display a field based on condition. Let's add another condition property to last name field. Let's go to property doc and edit last name. Then I am removing this display depends on, and we can set up a field mandatory depends on condition, and we can add condition in this box. So here I am set up this last name field mandatory when first name field have some value. So let's save the document. New property doc, reload the page. Now the last name field is not mandatory. Let's add mandatory property to that last name field by adding some values to this first name. Let's add some value. Then it become mandatory, and here we can see the red background in that field. Next we will see how to set up this last name field read only based on condition. Let's go to property doc and edit last name field. I am removing this mandatory depends on, and I'm adding the same field first name in read only depends on. That means the field become read only when the first name field have some value. Let's add first name here and save this. Go to new property doc, then reload the page. Now we can add some values here, and when we add values in first name, the field become read only and we can't edit this field. Lastly, let's see how to add a description in field. Let's go to property doc, then edit last name. Here we can see a description box, and let's type something. Then save this. Go to property doc, reload the page. And we can see that description below this last name field. From this lecture we have seen how to add different DocField property to DocType fields.